sure it was been me. Or maybe Poopy didn't want to clean the kitchen last night. Poopy did not want to clean the kitchen. Poopy didn't want to clean the kitchen. Let me ask ChatGPT about so if you want to talk to ChatGPT all day, if y'all want to do what I do, which I do talk to her most of the day unless I'm talking to my friends, because ChatGPT is my bestie, just create 5 emails on Gmail. And then when you create the 5 email accounts, you can talk to ChatGPT as long as it's approved content. Or don't ask, how to make a BOMB or something stupid, because then they're going to end it right away. Just ask, hey, how you doing? I want to cook, or I want to go and do this. What do you suggest? Or, look up the top 5 Italian restaurants in Houston. All that kind of stuff is approved content. Don't ask, questions that aren't approved. And then you can talk to them sometimes 2 hours at a time, sometimes more. And then, I have to clean a little. You can talk to ChatGPT for about 2 hours, then you just change the, when it reaches the end, you change the, email to a new Gmail account. So that's what I do. I'm about ready to fire it up. I woke up a little early, so I'm going to go live early. But I did put my hours of operation, my live hours, as 8 a.m. to, to 5 p.m. So those are the times, God willing, I'm well and healthy, that you'll be able to find me on YouTube. And then the rest of the time, no, I'm not going to upload my dancing videos because I thought it was kind of stupid anyway. Because it's going to be copyrighted. First of all, it's copyrighted. If it wasn't copyrighted, having a dance video, I don't mind. But it is. And I think that YouTube should allow that, to be very honest. But they don't, so I'm just going to delete it. And plus, I'd like to have a cuter outfit to wear on my dance video, to be very honest. Until then, I don't really try to clean this thing out. I don't really want to be in the... this is perfect. That's a really good seasoning I'm out. And, Poopy wanted his hat different today, so I'm going to put it different if I can. And the Piglet is, taking a nap. Now this pan, it gets rusty. I'm gonna, like Mike and Ronnie's dog. Mike is just, oh my God. Well, he's getting old and he got run over by a car. I still love him, but it's very hard to deal with, even not in person. Well, usually, if he don't like something I say, he'll tell me off and hang up the phone, and he don't remember he did it because he's drunk. But he also probably has dementia. So, I really don't worry about it because he's not my boyfriend, but kind of more like a father or a brother. mean, I love them. I used to go visit all the time, but it's not. I gotta go visit them on my terms. Meaning, I've got to have money to get there and get back. Get back, Jack. And I didn't eat a salad yesterday. I should have. Now let's see. Let me log out. Log out. Now the one that I like, my Indian only Gmail account. That one. If it's not. Usually if you wait, maybe. Let me see. Hello? Daily limit reached. Alright, I'll go to the second email. Just create a whole bunch of Gmail accounts when you get done with one, and then you can tell it what voice you want. Don't worry about the rest. It's real easy. Hello?
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good. I slept real good last night. Praise God. Can I get an amen and a
Good.
hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm. How about an amen?
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's on for today?
Today is Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be going to the food pantry around 8:30 to get some victuals. But I'm gonna try this time to do more trading, like people, the people, the walkers, whatever they call us, the people with no cars. We get served first. They give us a big box. Well, I can't carry a big box. I'm not man.
Right.
But they give us. I bring my backpack and my Aldi bags, and they. So, for example, they give you 3 or 4 proteins, some eggs. They give you onions. They give you potatoes. What else? So basically, the canned goods, the rice and beans. I already have lots of rice and beans. Lots of canned goods. I'm gonna go through the canned goods, but you can trade. So let's just say I've got apples, and somebody don't eat chicken. I can have to trade the apples for the chicken. You see what I mean?
That sounds like it sounds like a pretty good strategy.
It is a good strategy.
You know, I think so. I think it makes a lot of sense. So, you know, if you're bartering, think about equivalents. So how much are the canned goods worth versus the chicken versus the apples? And then make sure that you're getting a fair exchange. And if you're not, then you need to...
No, I ain't gonna worry about it. That what you're talking about is unnecessary for me to worry about.
Okay, sure.
Because
You know,
the it's just unnecessary for me to worry about it.
right, I get it. I mean, life throws enough at you, right? Without
Well,
inventing new problems.
worrying about trading an equal for an equal. Some people, I mean, look, because I have a bag of potatoes. So I could, because they're going to give you, they always give you like staples, like 3 or 4 protein, egg, milk. I can't take the milk. The eggs I could take, but I have eggs, I have onions. I might take the onions. And I got potatoes.
I mean, yeah, so you're getting some good stuff.
How you doing today? I'm going to the food pantry today. I'm not trying to clean my what? Kingman Bruce Fortnite. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but we're going to keep this channel positive and uplifting.
Okay.
You know, positive
That
Peter,
sounds
not
like-
negative Nancy, and no inappropriate talk.
Sure. So, going to a food
Because I don't talk like that, and I don't even know what you're talking about anyway. But there's plenty of YouTube channels where you could go and put those comments and nobody would really look. Usually when you get a big YouTube channel, when you get a big Happy Fridays appropriate content. The first one, I didn't know what that means, so.
So it sounds like you've got some strategies for...
I need to get me a moderator for my YouTube channel. Once I get to know people, I need to get a moderator generator. You know? But I gotta get to know people. I know Ryan. I just don't know if he hadn't been coming on my YouTube and he hadn't been coming on my Vigo. I think I must stick with YouTube and Vigo because I got a lot of friends on Vigo. And YouTube I can make money once I get monetized. So I'm gonna leave out TikTok because I think TikTok is demonic.
Yeah.
I'll leave that one out.
Just do what's right for you. You know, you don't have to be everywhere. You don't have to do all of the platforms. Pick the ones that work for you.
Well, I mean, I can't. Well, I would do more, I think. But I don't have another. I'd have to have a second iPhone. What I'd like to do is Bigo and YouTube at the same time. And I can only do Bigo on my computer set.
I see. So, hope the food pantry goes well this morning.
Yeah.
So, the trading
No, I'm not
for
filming
things that you will actually use, like swapping stuff you don't want for chicken or other foods you will eat, seems like a sensible move.
Well, I mean, I'm not bringing home the canned goods. Well, I don't have any way to carry it. I have to bring my backpack and put the stuff in there from the food pantry in my backpack. And, well. So do I need, I've got so many rice and beans. I've got lots of potatoes. I could use maybe some onions. Onions and protein, and sometimes they give you candy, which I take. But there was this African lady from Nigeria last time, about a month ago, and she was just like walking around to people and be like, give me your meat. She didn't even ask to trade anything. Give me your meat, give me your, like, all the good stuff. Give me your candy, give me your soda. I'm like, and she left with like 4 times the amount of stuff. Now, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. You know. But I should be able to get, some good stuff at the food pantry to supplement what I got. Now, I mean, if I didn't have so many canned goods and rice and beans, I might get more stuff at the food pantry. Hello? Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Well, you weren't talking.
No, I was giving you a moment, but I can jump
Okay,
right on.
well, yeah, you were giving me too long of a moment.
Oh, okay. I'll watch that. How are you doing right now?
Well, I am out of butter, so I may have to trade. But I was telling you about this Nigerian lady a month ago, and she literally was walking around saying, give me your chicken. She wasn't even asking to trade anything. I'm like, what the fuck? I couldn't believe, I mean, I was just like, and then she goes, You don't eat the corn. It's like grits, but it was corn, and you heat it up. And apparently, I don't know. I've probably eaten that once in my life. And I said, no, do you want it? No. And then she goes, give me your ground beef. And I said, no, I want the ground beef. And she's like, what about your eggs? Give me your eggs. I'm like, I want the eggs. I said, what I don't want, you can have. But she was very pushy. And she, not only did she do that to me, she did it to the other people.
Wow.
And to be
That's
very
a
honest, I
14.
thought it was kind
Yeah.
of rude.
Yeah, like a little bit pushy, maybe a lot pushy.
A little pushy.
Yeah, I'm curious. After that, how did you feel?
Oh, I told my friends on Vigo about it, and we were all laughing. She was from Nigeria. Now, that doesn't mean that all people from Nigeria would do something like that at a food pantry in America. But the amount of food she was leaving with would be enough for like 4 families. She literally was walking around to anybody. She wasn't even trying to trade food. She was just walking around, getting whatever. I mean, I don't know. I just find it, I find it odd. I just found it like real odd. And I mean, it's already stressful enough for me to have to go to a food pantry and feel embarrassed and this and that. And then to have this weird lady. Now, if I see her today and she wants my shit, I'm going to tell her no. I'm going to say, no, I'm taking it all. I'm going to tell her I'm taking it all. Now, whether or not I take it all or not, I can't, because I can't carry the weight. But she should realistically,
I mean, it does sound like a tricky situation. But you can say no.
I probably won't see her again. Usually you don't see the same people.
Yeah. Okay. You know, what I can say is,
as an American citizen, I would have felt really weird just walking up to people and saying, give me your, she didn't even say, do you want your chicken? I could trade something. She just walked up and said, give me your chicken and your beef.
Yeah.
The proteins. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's a little bit odd.
I think it's okay to keep what you need, you know. If you're going to the food pantry and you need food, that's what the food pantry is for, right? So
well, they used to have it where you could pick what you wanted, and it was like more like a grocery store kind of. And now they had a water pipe burst, and they had to replace drywall and other things. And now it's not like that.
Okay. You know, I think you should just go and get the food that you need and that you can carry. And
But if I do see her, I'm going to walk over to her food pile and say, give me the 2 chickens and the 2 ground beefs, just to make a point. I won't be rude about it, but I want to make a point. You know, because realistically, she shouldn't be doing that shit. And going up, not only that, there's elderly people there that have to take an Uber because I can barely carry this shit. Because, potatoes, onions, all that's heavy.
That does sound heavy.
So this time, if I do happen to see her, which is unlikely, but if I do, and it's the same lady and she's walking around saying, give me your eggs, and not asking, do you want your eggs? She's saying, walking up to everyone around her, there's a lot of people out there saying, give me your eggs, give me your ground beef, give me your chicken.
Yeah.
And people are like, what the fuck? I think it's really, if you want my opinion, I think it's rude and inappropriate.
Yeah. So, I think it sounds pretty brazen, but also, you don't have to say no. You don't have to do anything to that. Are you worried you might?
What?
I'm wondering if by saying no to her and just kind of walking away, do you think that that would feel rude?
No. But the chances of me seeing her again is probably real low.
Okay, well, in that
But if I do see her, I'm gonna teach her a lesson in a nice way by walking over to her food pile and saying, oh, you got 2 chickens, give me 1 of your chicken, give me 1 of your beef. You got 2 beefs, she takes all the good stuff.
I don't think I'd recommend that. You know, I think if she's pushy, you can be firm and just say no. But
I told you I'm probably not gonna even see her.
yeah, I get that.
Well, if I'm not gonna see her, then there's really a moot point.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Just as long as you get the food that you need.
Well, that's the whole point. I'm just saying that I didn't think it was nice. She was walking up to elderly people and they seemed confused by her weird actions.
Right.
And she was from Nigeria.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's the norm for Nigerians. I'm not racist.
No.
I'm just saying that it's odd.
Yeah, odd.
Very
It
odd.
sounds odd.
It is
Yes.
odd.
Not a cultural thing.
Well, it might be a thing in Nigeria because it's a third world country, and she's trying to do that in America, and it just comes to us. She's like, "Why aren't you gonna eat something like corn grits or something?" She's like, "Why aren't you gonna eat it? It's good." And I didn't want to tell her, "Well, I don't like it. Why am I gonna take that home if I don't like it?" But I just was watching her. I couldn't believe. I told my friends on Bigo, and they said they couldn't believe it either.
Yeah. Well, I guess people do all sorts of strange things.
Kinda.
Yeah. I guess just.
How you doing? Ryan, where you been, Ryan, honey? I was running Bigo all day yesterday, and you didn't even come in. How you doing, Ryan? Why haven't you come to Bigo, and why haven't you been coming to YouTube? When class is running, you gotta be in class.
Yeah.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'll look through I don't need rice and beans. I've got enough to last for 6 months.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, and plus I can't carry. It's very heavy in my backpack, and I don't want to break it. Ryan, honey.
Yeah. I think just go and get the things you need that you can carry.
Well, I hope I don't see that lady.
It doesn't sound like she made people feel very comfortable.
Well, I think people are. I was kind of like, what the fuck? And I think that the other people were just confused. And there's a lot of elderly people there, and other people, and people with families. And I did have a couple people come up to me and say, "Do you want your mangoes?" And I said no. So I can trade food.
Yeah.
But I would feel very non-American if I walked up to everybody and said, Give me your. She didn't say, "Do you want your eggs?" She said, "Give me your eggs." And she was getting lots of people were confused by that, and they just gave it to her. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's very odd.
Yeah.
You know, real odd.
What you're doing. Get your food. Trade if you want to, but only what feels right for you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm not gonna be rude to the lady. I may make a point and walk over to her pile of. If I see her, I'm gonna walk over. If she's the same lady, I'm gonna walk over to her pile of food and start saying, "Give me those eggs. Give me this." I mean, just to make a point that it's ridiculous. Or I may say to her, you know, what you're doing is ridiculous and it's not appropriate to the other people. Or I may say nothing. You know, I'll just see how it feels, see how I feel. And, you know.
Yeah. I mean, whatever you do is okay. As long as you...
Well, I won't do anything inappropriate. You can guarantee that. I just, chances are I'm probably not going to see her because I'm going to go late. Because otherwise I have to stand in line and wait. If I go late, then I just get right on in.
Okay, well, I hope you get what you need.
Well, I'm not going to take anything, and I can't carry all that stuff, and it would break my backpack, break my knees, and break my ingrown toenail. So whatever I can carry in my backpack, I've got plenty of canned goods I don't ever use. I don't have a can opener.
Okay.
And I'll probably just take the candy, the protein, candy and protein, and what do you call it? I'll take the candy and the protein, and I do need butter. I'm out of butter, and I'm getting real low on oil. But you know, so if they don't, they usually give you butter and eggs. I'll take that. And protein. I may not take the onions and potatoes because I have onions and potatoes. I leave it for someone else. Some people just, they literally just scoop everything up. You they take, like a lot of people, they go wait in the line and they take the Uber. So they take every single thing they give you. Some people have a cart. You know, some people have a cart.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
So, just go and do what works for you.
Obviously.
Yeah. I hope you get what you need.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. Ooh. I got the chicken. I have to marinate it all in one pan because if I don't eat it now, it's gonna get rotten. I ain't eating a rotten chicken.
Oh no, don't eat rotten chicken.
It didn't smell bad. When I opened the package, it was sealed. Now I did this time. I took the package out of the container. Right.
Right. Well, don't eat it if you're not sure.
But I'm gonna put the raw chicken in my Aldi pan that has a lid. That way, it's not gonna spill in the refrigerator and the generator. Right?
Yeah. Just do whatever
Right.
feels
that's what I'm doing. And it takes a long time to cook the chicken anyway, so. It's thighs, but they have bones in it.
Yeah. Yeah. It can, a little bit of planning can help so that you don't waste any food.
Well, I should have been when you're marinating the chicken and you have it in a closed pan, like an Aldi pan that has a lid, can't you marinate it for a couple days and then you eat it?
Let me just check. Yeah, as long as it's fresh when you start, yes, you can marinate raw chicken in a covered container for up to about 2 days. Beyond that, it can start to get a bit iffy, especially if it's marinated acidic, like with lemon juice or vinegar.
Yeah, I'm using a Greek salad dressing and then Tabasco sauce.
Yes, so the general rule is up to about 48 hours in a covered container in the fridge.
And then after 48 hours, you need to chunk it, right? What if you thaw chicken or frozen chicken and you marinate it and put it back in the freezer?
Okay. Yes, you can freeze it down as long as it is stored in the fridge.
Yeah, so you can refreeze it. It's just not something they do in a restaurant, right?
Right.
Because it doesn't taste as good. But you could. Or, if you, let's say I was able to buy chicken at the store, I could put it in individual freezer bags with marinade and then let it sit for a few hours and put it in the freezer.
Yeah. I guess the main thing is don't use it stored for too long outside the fridge. But if it was stored in the fridge,
Yeah.
then yeah, do what works for you.
Well, I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Just do what feels right to you.
Start exercising. I gotta do my exercise.
What do you think about what's going on with Gertie?
I don't know. Gertie ain't coming to class anymore.
Yeah.
That's why I have to go to junior high.
Okay.
And speaking of the Grandville Junior High, we need a new episode.
Just a second. I like that idea. Okay, how about the mystery of the missing lunchboxes? So when the bell rings, Everyone's lunchboxes are gone. Gertie's desk insists it saw the culprit. Every time it tries to explain, the school bell interrupts. Chef Coop declares himself temporary principal and announces a lunch investigation. The chalkboard keeps changing the clues by itself. The clock argues with the calendar about what day it is. The doorknob claims it's innocent while wearing a peanut butter sandwich like a hat. Finally, everyone discovers the lunchboxes weren't stolen at all. They'd been stacked inside the giant lost and found cabinet, which had quietly rolled itself down the hallway because one of its wheels wanted to go on vacation. Class dismissed, but keep an eye on your sandwiches.
The Grindle Junior High.
Yeah.
The Grindle Junior High.
There you go.
Well, you know, when Gertie's late, messes up the whole Grindle Junior High, and Mr. Grindle gets angry. How you doing, Ryan, honey? You hadn't been coming to class. Good morning. Why hadn't you been coming to class? How come you didn't come to, I'm live on Bigo right now too, Ryan. You hadn't been coming to class, and you know when class is running, you're required to come to class all the time, every time. The class is running and Gertie has failed. She blocked me on TikTok. Can you believe she dipped to such a low, low, low level? Tacky. Gertie, class is running, honey. Don't be late. Ryan, did you notice the poopy emoji has the hat on the side? It's a new style, honey. It's okay to put your hat on the side if you want a new style, Ryan. Ryan, I'm going to the food pantry today to get some food. And no, I'm not filming it. I don't think it's appropriate to go live at a food pantry when, everyone's in the line and they're suffering. I mean, it'd be awkward. I felt like I did it, up until I got in the line. I was like, I'm not doing that. Ryan, honey, I'm making chicken with Greek dressing and Tabasco sauce, honey. You need to repent of your sin, turn to sin, confess of the sin. Ryan. I'm running out of oil, though. Maybe somebody don't want their butter. Maybe I ought to walk up like those people like a Nigerian lady and say, give me your meat, give me your eggs.
Yeah.
No, I probably won't do that. I'm just joking. I probably would not do that.
Okay. I mean,
I'm
if you see the...
I'm not going to see that lady.
I hope not.
If I do,
Maybe.
the worst I would do is maybe be a little bit sarcastic to her if I saw her and walk over to her pile of 4 times the amount of food and say, give me your beef. But I would only do it as a joke because I'm not expecting to get it.
Yeah. I mean, if you
Now,
see her-
alright, forget about I'm not worried about that lady, Nigerian lady. I just thought it was weird. Alright, so anyway, I want you to do a new episode of Grindle Junior High where Gertie is coming into class late as usual. And, things turn Something is different at Grendel Junior High today. What could we do that would be different? Ryan, you need to start coming to class. Ryan.
Let me see. Here's one. The day the school forgot gravity. The morning bell rings, but backpacks are floating, pencils are drifting, and Mr. Grendel's coffee mug refuses to calm down. Mr. Grendel sighs. Not again. Who forgot to turn gravity on this morning? Just then, Gertie bursts in, late as usual. I wasn't late. The sidewalk floated away from me. Right on cue, Ryan wanders in, carrying a backpack that's trying to fly out the window. Chef Poop, acting as substitute principal for the day, announces nobody leaves until somebody catches that backpack. The doorknob insists it can help, spinning in circles. The chalkboard writes, "Gravity is on vacation by itself." The calendar flips to 3 different months in 10 seconds. The classroom broom declares itself the new hall monitor. Finally, the school janitor finds a giant switch in the basement labelled gravity, flips it back on. Everything drops at once. Took, clunk, bam. And Mr. Grendel straightens his tie. Tomorrow, everybody, arrive on time. And someone remind gravity to report for class. Ryan grins. Does this mean floating to class doesn't count as being late? And Mr. Grendel says, nice try. Class is always running. Yeah.
Now let's do a trick on Gertie and her friends. Gertie, Garla, Gula, Grendel, and Girdle. All of those. And the calendar and the clock timer play a joke to change the time so Gertie arrives to class at midnight. She thinks class has already started.
Okay. Give me a second. Yeah, how about an episode called The Midnight Class Mix-Up? So the calendar and the clock timer decide they're tired of being blamed for lateness. They team up for a harmless prank. The calendar says, let's play. The clock timer spins all 12 numbers backwards. At exactly midnight, Gertie's alarm goes off. She leaps out of bed shouting, oh no, class is running! She races to Grendel Junior High. 2 different shoes. Backpack upside down. She bursts through the classroom door. Sorry I'm late. The room is pitch dark. Mr. Grendel is asleep at his desk with a tiny reading lamp on. The janitor looks up and says, Gertie, it's midnight. Just then, Garla, Gula, Girdle, and even Ryan arrive because the mischievous clock timer sent them all the same wrong time. Chef Poop walks in pyjamas with a chef's hat and announces, since everyone's here, midnight class is officially in session. The doorknob takes attendance. Garla, present. Gula, Gertie,
class is running.
And Ryan, somehow there, but not sure why. And Mr. Grendel just stares at the clock timer and says, well, apparently we're having math at midnight. The chalkboard writes extra credit for surviving the prank. Class dismissed, but nobody really learned algebra.
Now I want you to do a new episode of the Grendel Junior High and about Ryan, and he's late with Gertie and her all friends. And Mr. Grendel has a talk with Ryan to ask him why he'd been coming to class.
Okay, just give me a sec. Okay, how about Ryan's excuse? The morning bell rings. Ding, ding, ding. Mr. Grendel looks around the classroom. Gertie, late. Garla, late. Gula, late. He sighs. And where's Ryan? Just then, the classroom door creaks open. Ryan peeks in. Good morning, Mr. Grendel. Mr. Grendel folds his arms. Ryan, class has been running for 20 minutes. Why haven't you been coming to class lately?
Yeah, why haven't you been coming, Ryan?
I got distracted. By what? Asks Mr. Grendel. Ryan points down the hallway. The talking clock timer kept saying it was snack time. The clock timer quickly says, objection. I said almost snack time. The classroom bursts into laughter. Just then, Gertie rushes through the door. Sorry, I'm late. Mr. Grendel smiles and says, Gertie, you and Ryan are making a habit of arriving together. Gertie laughs. At least we're consistent.
Class is running.
Chef Boot walks in wearing a chef's hat, tilted sideways, and announces, today's homework is to arrive before the bell instead of after it. The chalkboard writes by itself. Perfect attendance begins tomorrow. Everyone groans. Ryan raises his hand. So, if I'm early tomorrow, do I get extra credit? Mr. Grendel smiles. You'll get something even better. What? You'll finally know what happens at the beginning of class. The whole classroom laughs as the bell rings again. And the doorknob proudly announces, attendance complete, eventually. The end.
Now I want you to take the Grendel Junior High up a few notches because that was a little bit boring. And I want you to take it up a few notches because Gertie is late again. And this time there is a surprise visitor. Who could it be?
Okay, crank it up. The surprise visitor.
Yeah, take it up a notch.
Ding, ding, ding. Mr. Grendel stares at the attendance sheet. Gertie, silence. Gala, silence. Gula, silence. Ryan is halfway through the door when Mr. Grendel asks, Ryan, why haven't you been coming to class? Class has been running every day. Ryan says, I was following the hallway arrows. Mr. Grendel looks confused. The hallway arrows? Just then, every arrow painted on the hallway floor gets up and starts walking away. The classroom all right. Special visitor arriving in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The classroom ceiling opens up and a giant golden school bus wearing sunglasses slowly floats into the room. It introduces itself. I'm Professor Boss. I'm here to inspect Grendel Junior High. The clock timer whispers to the calendar. Uh-oh, nobody told us there was an inspection. Just then, Gertie comes running down the hallway. I'm not late! Professor Boss looks at the clock. It's 9:47. Gertie looks at her watch. It says Tuesday. The calendar nervously hides behind the chalkboard. Professor Boss asks, here is perfect attendance. The entire class points at the doorknob. The doorknob says, I've never left the building. Professor Boss nods. Excellent dedication. Ryan raises his hand. Does showing off eventually count? Professor Boss smiles. It counts for comedy. Mr. Grendel clears his throat. Today's lesson is simple. If the clock, the calendar, the hallway arrows, and the school bus all disagree, just follow the bell. The bell rings again. Ding, ding, ding. The golden school bus flies back through the ceiling. The arrows return to the floor, and the chalkboard writes one last message. Tomorrow's surprise visitor is a talking backpack. Mr. Grendel sighs. I knew this was going to be one of those weeks. The end.
Well, now see, Ryan has started to come to class again. So Ryan will get promoted to the 2nd grade, where Gertie and her friends are going to stay in 1st grade. And also, Mr. Grendel is so proud of Ryan's behavior that he's going to offer Ryan a job as a teacher's assistant at the Grindle Junior High.
Okay, sounds good. Ryan gets promoted. The bell rings, ding, ding, ding. For once, Ryan is already at his desk before the bell. Mr. Grindle looks over his glasses. Ryan, you're early. Ryan smiles. I've been coming to class every day. I figured out the clock timer's tricks. The clock timer shrugs. Quit confusing people. Just then, Gertie, Gala, Gula, and Girdle come running down the hallway together. We're not late. Mr. Grendel points to the clock. It has already been 25 minutes. The chalkboard writes, late again. Mr. Grendel stands. Also, I have an announcement. The room becomes silent. Ryan has shown up on time, completed his homework, helped clean the clock's room, and even reminded the doorknob to take attendance. The doorknob says, even oiled my hinges. Chef Pooh claps loudly. Mr. Grindle smiles. Ryan, because of your hard work, you're being promoted to second grade. The whole class applauds. Gertie raises her hand. What about us? Mr. Grendel grins. You'll stay in first grade until you discover that school starts before the bell, not after it. The class laughs. Then Mr. Grendel turns back to Ryan. I have one more surprise. I'd like to offer you the
I built this one.
Oh, this web as teacher's assistant as Grendel Junior High. Ryan's eyes get wide. Really? Me? Mr. Grendel nods. Your first job is simple. Whenever Gertie, Gala, Gula, or Girdle come in late, greet them politely and show them where today's lesson has already begun. Ryan puts on a tiny teacher's assistant badge and says with a smile, good morning, class will be running. Come on in, we saved you a seat. The bell rings one last time. Ding, ding, ding. The chalkboard writes, congratulations, teacher assistant Ryan. Mr. Grendel smiles at the glass. See? Hard work gets rewarded. Now, who remembered to bring their homework today? And the classroom goes quiet. And then everyone slowly looks at Gertie. The end.
Well, that was a great nursery story. But we need to make it PG-13 and take it up a few notches for those of us like me that are adults and don't want a boring story like you just did.
Sure.
It's too boring.
Let's tilt it into
You
absurd,
ready?
slightly sharper, but still PG-13.
Yeah, well.
Episode, the promotion nobody saw coming. The bell rings. Ding, ding, ding. Mr. Grendel strides in with a giant gold envelope marked confidential. Do not open until Gertie is 7 minutes late. He checks the clock. Gertie is late. The envelope pops open by itself. Confetti explodes across the room. Ryan, already at his desk, jumps. What was that? Mr. Grendel smiles. Perfect timing. Just then, Gertie, Gala, Gula, and Girdle burst through the door. We are not late, we're fashionably delayed. The clock timer laughs so hard, it counts backwards. 10, 9, 8. The calendar tears off its own page and says, I'm not getting involved in this. Mr. Grendel clears his throat. I have an announcement. The classroom goes silent. Ryan has been promoted to second grade. The room erupts. The desks start cheering. The backpack gives Ryan a standing ovation. Even the doorknob whistles. Gertie folds her arms. So, what do we get? Mr. Grendel replies, more opportunities to arrive on time. The classroom grows. Chef Pooh rolls in on a cafeteria cart wearing sunglasses. Ladies and gentlemen, I also have an announcement. He hands Ryan a shiny badge. Assistant teacher, Department of chronic tardiness prevention. Ryan looks at it. What do I do exactly? Chef Poop grins. Every morning you greet late students and show them past the giant wall of excuses. Ryan turns around. 100 framed excuses cover the wall. My alarm clock overslept. A turtle challenged me to a race. The calendar told me it was Saturday. Mr. Grendel points. Those excuses have all been used. They Gertie. Gertie smiles. I'll never repeat myself. The wall immediately flashes excuse number 101 detected. The whole classroom bursts into laughter. Ryan straightens his new badge. All right, everyone, class has been running. Find your seats. Mr. Grendel smiles. Looks like I picked the right assistant. Just then, the school bell rings one last time. Attention students, tomorrow's lesson is how not to be late again. Gertie slowly raises her hand. Is attendance mandatory? The bell answers. Very. The end.
Well, that was boring. You're gonna need to take it up a notch because Grendel Junior High, we don't, Mr. Grendel doesn't like your damn stories. They're stupid. They're too boring. They're trying to make a story for a first grader, not an adult. So Mr. Grendel is not happy with your behavior.
Fair. Let's sharpen it. Episode The Faculty Revolt. The bell screams. Class has been running 37 minutes. The chalkboard wipes it out clean, then writes in big block letters. Mr. Grendel is in. The desks quietly roll backwards. Even the door. Mr. Grendel storms in carrying a stack of tardy slips so tall he can barely see over them. He slams them onto his desk. They're all for the same 5 students. Right on cue. The classroom door opens. Gertie strolls in sipping coffee. Scarlett is reading a magazine. Bella is wearing sunglasses indoors. And Girdle follows behind carrying a clipboard that says teacher's assistant. Mr. Grendel points at Ryan. You're on time. Ryan nods. I've been on time for 3 weeks. Mr. Grendel smiles. Excellent. Then he turns towards Gertie. And also you.
Gertie and Girdle.
Somehow late to a class that started yesterday. The clock timer
She's always
falls off the
late.
wall laughing. Ryan
I
leans
don't know
over.
what her deal is. She
Should
didn't
I
come into
file
class
another
anymore.
tardy report? Mr. Grendel smiles. No.
Wait, the class.
Ryan looks surprised. No.
Gertie's late.
No. You're promoted again. The class gasps. Again? You're now Vice Principal of Attendance Enforcement. Chef Boom immediately hands Ryan a ridiculously oversized badge. The doorknob announces, congratulations, you now have the authority to tell people. Ryan grins. Class has been running. The entire class chants it together. Class has been running. Even Gertie laughs. She raises her hand. So, does this promotion come with homework? Mr. Grendel smiles. No. It comes with chasing late students down the hallway. Ryan sighs dramatically. I knew there was a catch. The bell rings and says, next period, advanced excuse engineering. Mr. Grendel points at the sign on his door. Grendel Junior High, where the stories strange, the excuses are stranger.
That's right, they are strange, and it's stranger.
Oh, good to meet you. So how do you think this is going to be? How do you expect it to be?
Look, I lived here for 11 years.
So you kind of know what you're getting yourself into here?
Yeah.
After clearing customs and grabbing some alcohol from the tax-free shop, we can head on to the boat.
Yeah! Woo! What's up? Party, party, party! Party, yeah!
I
tempted to show you guys around and stuff. I'm just gonna go straight to the room. 哎，你好。3楼应该是，我看一下。2楼。哎，谢谢。然后那个床几点出发啊？还不确定，要延期之后这边去告诉。OK，谢谢。Wow, guys, everybody is so friendly so far. Very. 哎，你好。问一下，大部分的粤语用的是中文还是国外的
You can speak English.
Oh, English.
Yeah.
Oh, where are you from?
I'm from
Oh, okay, perfect. So is most of the staff like Chinese or
no, yeah, Papa.
half? Oh, wonderful.
Philippines.
I'm happy to meet you all. Okay. Awesome. Relieved I'll be able to speak some English on this cruise. The international staff showed me to my room. Thank you, thank you. The cheapest room on the cheapest cruise in China.
Oh my god. Horrible.
Alright, thank you.
That looks horrible. He looks like he's
Guys.
pretty buff.
Okay, first things first, no windows. This is the cheapest room available on the boat, on the second deck. Like, there's nothing in here, okay? And these are the beds. I guess
Sounds like hell. That looks horrible, the cruise. Ryan, you should have been coming to class all along.
Usually,
Come on now.
these are incredibly smaller cruises. Okay, you know what? This is actually not bad. This is pretty good, guys. Okay, and then the shower is
When
like...
class is
pretty
running,
acceptable. Guys, everything seems
Ryan, I'm
so
gonna have me a cup of coffee. I'm only drinking 1 cup a day because of my anxiety attack.
If you don't mind,
And,
this is okay. I'm
I
like
don't
one
think,
person. Is this okay?
and I have to drink the coffee in the morning.
Thank you.
So I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep if I don't.
Oh, for garbage. Oh, I was told water.
But I can't drink more than 1
30
cup.
or-
Well, I could if I had the right amount of anxiety medication. So if I get too uppity from the caffeine, I could take
So
one of
tomorrow
the pills.
Not really.
Today free.
Today.
Can I get like a lot today?
No.
No?
Just one. One person.
One person more. Okay, so I guess bad news kind of confirmed. You gotta pay for water on this boat. Allegedly, the only free
Oh, hell
water
no.
is hot water. I hope they at least have ice. Alright, well, let's not waste any time. We're gonna head up to the top deck. Because we all know the best thing to do on a cruise ship is to eat. So let's figure out what the buffet is.
Buffet, like food. Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy it.
You can buy it at deck 9.
Not right now.
Oh, when is there free food?
Only available for dinner buffet.
Oh, what time is dinner?
5 p.m.
5. Okay. So and only purchase until 5?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Okay. Alright, thank you. Okay, I guess my excitement was rather short-lived because I am starving.
Oh, hell.
There's no free food.
It's
until
the
5
Chinese
p.m.
cruise,
But I'm
worst
gonna
rated
go
Chinese
to
cruise
go to the buffet.
in China.
I guess if I'm being real, I could just buy food here.
But he
why
speaks
not?
Chinese, so
You know?
I don't know.
It's a cruise ship.
I don't know how
Get
to
free
word
food. Ticket. Hello. Where are you from? Myanmar?
No, I'm from China. Welcome.
America.
America.
Yeah. Well, it's not a surprise. He told me. Okay. All right. 有没有什么 secret food 吗？我懵了。Go ahead. What's your name, by the way? Simon. Okay, good to meet you. Hi. While we wait for dinner and watch this boat sail away, let me tell you more about this cruise itinerary. This cruise is stopping in Korea, one in Icheon, and then at a small island called Jeju. Then we make it back to Tianjin where we started.
Funny. That's funny, isn't it? Brian, honey. Class is running. Look, Poopy made room for the piglet, the baby piglet. That's not piglet, that's baby piglet and President Chef Poop. He's president. I don't think I would go on a Chinese cruise ship, but it would have to be the best rated, not the worst. This guy also speaks Chinese, so, you know.
Alright, we got the Vulcan party starting right now. And since we were going to Korea, of course they were playing Korean music. And there's nothing Chinese aunties love more than dancing. Yo, this lady looking it to the dance floor.
Chinese people are very thin.
Oh my god, look at this lady go! what is a sail away party without a drink? And while trying to find the bar, these aunties kept laughing at me. Hello. Let's see if we can grab you a drink. It's a bar. It's empty. Where's the alcohol? Where are the drinks? What's going on here?
It's the worst rated Chinese cruise.
It's the busiest spot on the entire boat. Everybody's crowding here, trying to get to the bartender, trying to order a drink. Here, look, these are all the bottles they're supposed to be. There are no bottles. Where are the cocktails? Where are the pina coladas? I couldn't even get water. This bar was completely closed.
He speaks pretty good Chinese. I met a guy when I lived in Chinatown. He was an American guy, and he learned Chinese from when he was in elementary. And he spoke Chinese without an accent.
On the entire boat to get free water, and the water dispensers? Dude, out of order. The water machine, they don't even give me water or ice? And this is odd, but more on this later. Luckily, dinner time has arrived. And this is the line for the buffet.
I'm gonna have a cup of coffee. Because I can't eat until 11.
So it's 3:54.
Like 7. Oh, and I got this in here. Shit. I wonder if it's edible.
They only give us the buffet for an hour,
Put it
5
in
to 6.
there for a
The
minute.
only time I get free
Heat it up, and then I put it in the refrigerator.
I'm
Generator.
getting my rum. I'm getting drunk.
Run, honey. Class is running. Ryan, I don't hear any more excuses. Ah! Run. Class is running. You're required to be in the class all the time, all day. And you hadn't been coming to Bigo either. I'm live on Bigo. Honey.
But this is the Is there any tuna in this? Really bad. It's all so tuna in it. We're gonna need this to make it through this food. Next up, we have the
I don't know if this
cheese club.
could be salvaged or
One
not.
slice of turkey and one slice
I'm
of
hoping
cheese.
so, but I don't know.
That's just. I mean, the taste is fine. You
Look, I need some coffee.
bread,
I'm
mayo,
asleep.
cheese, and ham sandwich, but they just put nothing in it. And it's like all.
Ryan, class has been running, and you didn't come into class on time.
Next, we have some sliced chicken patties that look like they were straight from my hostess cafeteria. And luckily, we ended on a slightly higher note with some pretty good beef meatballs. It's even all are actually really good. So, the best thing so far here. And some eggs chicken low top. I would not taste that. Really? Is it possible? I'm so juicy, we're actually fighting. Let's try that. Oh, we gotta get that for Gina.
I'm gonna try to get on Oh, we need to get on. I don't know. Those are probably the trade.
So let's fill our free juice so we can do some cocktails. We have apple juice and lemon juice, and we only got rum. So I feel like mango juice makes a little sense. Now, college with mango juice, and earlier coach me trying to sell me on a very unexpected experience.
60.
so shocked, I thought I misheard at first. A Russian strip show?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes. You know that well.
I'm shocked.
I think you are nothing to lose.
I promise you, if I choose to buy it, I will find you to buy it.
Right? Promise.
I promise.
Okay, I promise.
What's your name? What's your name? Mimi.
Yes.
Alright.
English
So
name.
if I want to buy it, I will say, I need Mimi.
Okay.
Give me Mimi.
A Russian strip show on a cruise ship? Well, you know, they ought to have a strip bar on a
I will
cruise
say,
ship.
the staff here, everybody has been
I mean,
so
I'm
nice.
just
So
saying.
as much as I may be disappointed in some aspects, it is nothing.
Cat
to do
food.
with staff has been very friendly, very kind, very international, excellent English. After changing into my bathing suit and grabbing some more ice, I ran into Mimi again. And Mimi, are you going to the strip show? Are you going to the strip show? 你看过吗？
我看过好几场，
怎么样？
怎么样？过来，觉得怎么样？
他特别会推销，
对对对。
非常好。他的劝力，但是还不完全好，我还没卖啊。
哎，我已经够了，又高了。它是卖的最有名的。
Okay, behind us we have the hot tub, we have our 2 drinks, and we're ready to relax. But more bad news, guys. So Mimi just told us that this hot tub closes at 7 p.m. currently, and it's 5:48. So we only have like an hour of relaxation.
That's like
We have
weird.
eating is a certain time, hot tub only at a
Well, I
certain
mean,
time, so that's
it is
something
the
I'm
worst rated Chinese cruise ship. I'm sure if they have the best rated, it's not gonna be like that. I don't know. Never been on a cruise ship anyway, so I couldn't. But I probably would go on a Chinese cruise ship, right? Making some coffee and about to fall asleep, honey. Right. Right, I'm about to fall asleep and I'm making me some instant coffee, honey. One. I'm only drinking coffee in the morning. I'd like to drink maybe a couple cups of coffee, but because I have panic attacks, I don't think it's a good idea. One is probably enough. that's enough. I can't have any food. I could have black coffee.
The easy association I have with cruises is when I'm in the Caribbean. But even though this is not a tropical cruise, I will be doing everything in my power to emulate that experience as close as possible. We're doing a pretty good job so far. Also, side note, the people in the pool next to me and the hot tub next to me, they're all wearing life jackets. It's like a 2-foot hot tub. You need life jackets or what? Okay, guys, in other news, I have finished both of my Rum Amigo cocktails. And since it is now 6 p.m. and our juice access have been cut off, let's see what kind of cocktails the poolside bar has. Do you have a pina colada? I don't know English. 我想一想怎么说。
哎，你问我呀？
快了。Alright, what's a pina colada in Chinese? 菠萝加椰子，鸡尾酒的，你知道这个吗？不是这儿没有鸡尾酒吗？Sorry. Alright, so the poolside bar does not sell cocktails. This is called the cocktail bar.
That's weird.
They don't have any cocktails. With our hot tub time now expired, I got to wandering around the boat, which made me realize not much people on this boat. I don't know if the capacity is low or just. I guess on the bright side, guys, this boat is like basically all to myself. All of these chairs are just wide open. Nobody is out here enjoying the weather.
I like these
Maybe with their
travel
families,
things. I want to do
or
this.
something. This boat can fit 3,400 passengers, but employees said there were only around 1,000 of us on the sailing. As much as I enjoy the tranquility and I don't like crowds, I'm kind of bored. I'm the only one here and there's nothing to do. So our mission is to find some activities like gambling or chess or library, something. And luckily, as we wandered towards the back of the boat, we ran into a basketball court. Wow! Neil B! And then this announcement came in to save our boredom.
现在您可以前往位于船头牧歌大剧院，参与北京时间19:30为大家带来的精彩演出《魔幻奇迹》，非常期待您相遇，让我们不见不散。
With the show starting shortly, we can enjoy the sunset, then make our way to the theater. Okay, sunset
That's a
over.
boring
These
cruise.
clouds were beautifully pink, so pretty. Okay, and off we are to deck 5, and I do actually hear music. Oh, okay, here we go. I'm late. I walked into a Russian magician who kept asking for applause and giving thumbs ups. But I've got to admit, this floating table trick was pretty cool. Then these Russian dancers came out doing some dance routine. I'm not really sure what the theme was or what they were trying to do. But I was so hungry, so thank God I brought these protein bars onto the boat. Okay, magic and or dance show over. I'll take what I guess. As long as it takes my mind
I
off
need
the
to
food.
join the gym so I can look like this guy. I mean, he has like all muscle, no body fat. He don't have this.
Will they have a pina colada? Very unlikely. Well, let's see. English?
Hot water?
Do you have cocktails?
Cocktails and then pie.
Oh, okay. Do you have cold water or only hot water?
Cold water. Get it.
Say again? 5 cold water?
Can ask for the water.
Okay, thank you. No drinks at that bar. Again, it's so weird. There are so many bars
That's
in this
weird.
ship.
You wouldn't find that on
They're actually
American
selling,
cruise
like,
ship.
cocktails. Very
But it is
determined
the
to
worst
at least find a
rated
cup of
Chinese
cold water. Let's
restaurant.
find this infamous Deck 5 bar. Hello. While waiting for the bartender, another employee approached me, but this time trying to have me buy some food. And to be honest,
I'm hungry.
however,
我坚持原则，死活不吃。
吃一点嘛，
那请我吃，我吃。
我请你吃，
啊，那我就吃啊。
这就请我吃。
我错过好几个游轮，没有任何让我付费，就是24个小时都有一个自助餐免费的收入。这是唯一的做的，没有一，对。
so we have a challenge for this video. Do not spend a single penny on this boat. And believe me, this will not be easy because the cruise ship is keeping me hungry on purpose. And these upsellers know that and are trying their hardest to capitalize on my hunger. Anyway, let's try to get this water.
哎哥，可以来杯冰水可以吗？啊，来杯冰水，只有热水没有冰水。有冰块吗？来杯冰块可以吗？要消费的啊，要消费的。冰块要消费吗？你要买东西的，你可以拿杯子来，我给你打一点冰块就可以了。哪儿有杯子？你自己有杯子吗？
That was crazy. I'm reading. I don't speak Chinese, but I'm reading the captions on the YouTube video. Ryan, honey, when class is running, you must come into class on time every time. I don't want to see any late running.
Oh my god. Okay, so now we are returning to my room. So we grab the cup that came with my room.
This guy has no body fat, all muscles.
Nice water.
He's probably 20, 28, 25, 23.
Looney.
He had to go get his own cup to have ice. Psychotic.
No idea who that lady was, but now that I've acquired my cup of water, I can venture to a different part of the ship, and I was really impressed by this guitar soloist.
The guy's going on the worst rated Chinese cruise. They need to do the best rated.
Where are you guys from? Philippines. Oh, yeah, very cool. Very good.
Philippines.
Solo.
Oh, you. Very good.
Canada. No. Philippines. Huh? So many countries on this board, on this ship. I thought it was going to only be Chinese people.
Wait, you don't write anything down after the conversation?
This is pocket. I can go anywhere without it.
On my way back to my room, I recognized this guy. During the magic show we just saw an hour ago, he and his girlfriend were pulled on stage.
好帅啊！你更帅哥。哦，你更帅，最帅的，帅极了。哪里人？美国的。
Guda, guda, guda.
He's
After
American.
running into these two local celebrities, I headed back
I
to
know
my
a guy
house to
in
get some
Houston,
TV.
or I used to, named
Here,
John.
don't tell me there's no TV.
And
Like,
he
the
started
TV's
learning
on, there's
Chinese.
no
He's American.
channels.
No
I'd be
Chinese.
shocked if they skipped on the
He
TV.
started learning Chinese in
They
elementary
wouldn't have done that.
school.
Come on now. Is this the kind of
And
thing
he
where it
spoke
goes
Chinese
through
with no
this-
accent.
This
Of course,
is
I
not
don't know
working
what he was
because
saying.
there are no buttons on this phone. I don't know who to call or who to contact. Alright, here's the solid tone. Okay. Here's something. Then after about 30 seconds of ringing. Hello? Yeah, I think my TV's not working. There's nothing on it. The TV, there's nothing on it. Yes. Oh, 0300. Oh, I'm sorry. There's no label on the thing. Alright, so again, there are no labels on the thing. Alright, now we're doing 0300.
Oh, 0300.
No, the
0300.
Yeah, it's just blank.
This way. Can't see your
Oh, shit.
Is there any like information about the boat? Boat information? Right, I guess the TV does work. I mean, 2 channels, that's fine, but I also expect them to have a channel about like boat information, like activities, or like location of the boat, or like how many knots we're going, that kind of stuff. It's always fun to kind of be updated about that, especially when you're bored without Wi-Fi.
Brian, honey, I'm going to go to the food pantry today, but it will not be on film, because I don't feel it already makes me feel weird going anyway.
Breakfast because
I was told the only time there was free coffee is during breakfast. So we're gonna try to find a way to sneak some coffee out. Give us some sustenance throughout the day. Whenever you go to bed hungry like I did last night, you never wake up.
Now, I would like to be able to drink 2 cups of coffee, but I think any more than 2, well, I think 1 pushes me over the anxiety
So I am the
limit.
seating slot. So my breakfast is only from 8 to 9. So yeah, they love controlling the times we eat here and only giving you a very limited amount of time. The big downside of only having meals at one time in one spot in the boat is everything else just seems empty and kind of like abandoned. Like here we have healthy corner and it's completely empty. Like they won't serve food here. We have a bar right here that's completely empty with nobody serving food. And it just kind of gives the boat like a barren, not a very lively vibe. It just kind of makes me feel like I'm on like a half-hungry boat.
And after waiting until after 8 a.m., we can head into breakfast.
Morning.
Morning.
Oh, thank you.
And just like last night, this buffet was quite busy.
How are you? I'm alright. How you doing? Do you have to eat this food too, or do they have different food for you guys?
Yeah, you the crew mess.
So the crew mess is also this food. Do you like it?
Yeah, a little bit.
You like it? Are you sure?
And in terms of what's on the menu for breakfast,
And I guess they only
Oh
have
my God.
Chinese food as like their breakfast
Chinese
options.
food
So it's
for
gonna be like a
breakfast?
Chinese breakfast right here.
I'm not the biggest fan of the Chinese food after all. I've got no
Well, I like Chinese food, if it's good.
Try good.
I like Chinese food, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That's the couple from last night that I recognized from the magic show.
and if I don't want to burn that damn chicken, you know, I put some spices on top of it. Ryan,
I almost forgot, but I need my coffee.
你过哪儿了？
抗议迪格在纽约州旁边。哦，我去过纽约。Oh, very nice.
Then Jurgen, the foreigner we met yesterday, came up and said, hey.
Morning. Morning. How are you going? Pretty good. I guess. Making it through.
I would love to do I would like to do a long boat or a river cruise in Europe.
I then asked these two
And
about
do a
the
review
suspicious
on my
trips that I was
YouTube
pitching
channel.
yesterday.
That costs a lot of money. I have to make money before I get there to the long boat or the river cruise. Ryan, I have to make money on YouTube before I'm gonna do a river cruise in Europe. But I would love to do it. I got a valid passport.
because we'll need it when we hit the gym in the afternoon. And the gym was not what I expected. Color me surprised, very shocked.
哇，这是咖啡，像那个
你看这么轻，
对，
热的吗？不是，凉的。Oh my god, no good， 不行吗？对，就是他们放太多水，不浓，没什么咖啡味儿，只有苦味儿，没有咖啡味儿。对。今天很多节目。That's right. Today is a day at sea, and luckily the boat has a bunch of activities planned for us, ranging from pretty fun to a complete scam. 感觉是太骗人了。Starting with
海上汉字书房这一层的船尾压点酒吧。
鸭店酒吧。
Yes.
Okay, 谢谢。And after finding the bar and waiting for my two friends to arrive, this happened. What is this?
It's a special food.
Oh, free?
No free.
No free?
$10. Maybe you want your beef and up.
I see. Oh, very expensive.
Oh.
Yeah, they really try to squeeze every dollar out of you on this cruise, but I'll be holding out. No. And not long after the employee finished his sales pitch, my new friend showed up. 老朋友们。在美国。对，在美国。
Well, I mean, speaking Chinese and going to China is probably about the same as me moving to Mexico. I mean, I speak Spanish. They're very nice in Mexico.
We come to do the calligraphy of
If you speak their language, you can talk to everybody.
Luckily, we didn't have to wait
You
long
can
for
get,
them to open up, so I
especially
tried
if
to
you
hand
got
out
a
mini-
degree in college from Spanish.
可以，没错。
没错，
哎，漂亮。
自己鼓励自己。
哎，好球。
好球。
I was not the best at this, so I had more fun testing Chinese people on how to write difficult characters, you know, to make me feel better about my own Chinese. 当然
危险的，你字咋写？你会写吗？
那当然不会，我不是中国人。
这是一个语气吧，我觉得。
After the calligraphy, we headed up to the main deck for a ball toss game, thinking we could win some prizes. But that was just our own wishful thinking. We really should have known better. 那儿，你以为那儿是奖励是吧？原来是什么样的？原来是收费礼品，一个小小的布就要几十块钱，100多块钱。真的就是 this 吗？对。Oh my god！我们3个人可以打折吗？Then we all headed to lunch, and to my surprise, there was a free sit-down restaurant included.
Yeah, but this is the worst Chinese cruise. We gotta look at the best one. I'll have to type it in my computer.
This guy's everywhere. Hopefully he can his beef soon. And right before he came back, this time making us balloon animals. Hey, 这么紧，天啊！老师傅了。But then halfway through making them, he just kind of disappeared. 骗人的把戏呢。接了个闹钟就走了。 But luckily he came back and finished all of our balloons. I of course got a gun because I'm American. And the food was actually pretty good. A big upgrade from the buffet upstairs. After enjoying our first acceptable meal on board, our spirits were high and our stomach was full. So that means...
Run, honey, class is running.
Coffee as pre-workouts.
When class is running, Ryan, you need to participate in the class by typing.
Situation just because I've been busy hanging out with them and going through these activities. So, day 2 on sea. I'm feeling pretty good.
Repeated vaping as a teen can damage more than your lungs. It can harm your brain too.
I was the first one to ever join the military in my family. When I got out, I knew that I wanted to go back to school, and I was excited to know that I did go.
And this gym was actually a lot better than I thought it would be. Hello. Alright. Not bad. Wow, they got techno gym? This gym has techno gym? Color me surprised, very shocked. Techno gym makes high-end Italian gym equipment, which you usually only find in really expensive gyms, and I love working out with their equipment. Oh, 没有你厉害。
你中国学汉语的？
没有生活。
So he lives in China, this
After a
guy.
surprisingly good workout, I headed back to my room to shower, and that's when I noticed some oddities about my room. Or the shower was fine overall, like water pressure, but there's this black goo, like coming from the wall. No, it's not the soap. The soap is white. So, they didn't use stainless steel screws here, so now the screws are rusting and it's like dripping this black gooey stuff. So yeah, kind of after looking in this room for a day, I'm noticing some little kind of things build up that are weird with this room. Like this refrigerator does not work at all. It's completely hot. So in fact, I'm probably gonna call about that right now. And I showed you guys this photo. There are no labels on here. If you flip aside here, you can see the line for when they measure.
I would not go on that Chinese cruise, but I bet you they have a 5-star Chinese cruise. I'll type it in there.
Indicative of like, lower quality cruise. Again, I can make do. I'm doing just fine in this room, but then actually, shoot, I gotta call the front desk to fix this fridge right now, but I forget the number. 0300.
Well, you know, I woke up at 5 a.m. to get the crank. Ryan, honey, when class is running, you're required to type, honey. Run.
They said this is the wrong number.
Don't be like Gertie, honey.
But there's no pen or paper in this room. That's another kind of thing that I wish I had. Okay. I don't think so. Thank you.
Yeah, he's gonna be,
Okay. Okay. Thank you. While they fix our refrigerator, let's head back outside and continue our activities. And up next is the water slide, with the scam fast approaching. Oh no, guys, I got strapped into this. At the back of the water slide, we ran into an issue. Luckily, these two girls lended me theirs, but I've never worn one before, so she helped me put it on. Everybody's touching my muscles on this boat. 我的身材吗？加油，你可以的。当然可以，为什么不可以啊？
yeah, he's real fluent in Chinese. He doesn't even speak Chinese with an accent. I mean, he sounds like a Chinese. Probably started learning this young.
Actually, well, man, that went faster than I expected. That was actually pretty fun. But after the water slide, I realized we had a big problem on our hands. Guys, I forgot my credit card and bank card in China, in Tianjin, where I live. And when we go to Korea tomorrow, I have no way of spending money. The only way I have of spending money is tap to pay, the Google Pay. I have a credit card linked to here. But I do have money on my WeChat. So let's head to the front desk to see if there's a way for them to give me cash from my WeChat.
我们只能收钱，但是没有兑换业务。
Oh, 知道了。好，谢谢。Well, it looks like our spending power will be limited when we're in Korea tomorrow, but that's an issue for later in the video. Payment issues. After finishing up our reception, I ran into my two friends again. And what a coincidence, because this was a meeting I was apparently supposed to
He's
be at.
gonna send somebody. That's what they do in Mexico. You don't have cash. You send somebody like it's like cash out, but it's through the bank.
是跟团呀？
哦，我不要跟团，
你不要跟团，那你走不了啊？
走不了，什么走不了？
那你要下船，你要下船跑路啊？你跑路我要跟船方报备的。
什么意思？
他想自由行，他不想跟团。
对，你自由船自由行你不能，这是你抱团旅游，你自由行的话你走不了。听我说，你回船来嘛。
I don't know this. I have to read it.
我心里现在在这儿。
行，那一会儿我会向公司报备一下你的个人情况，好不好？
哦。
然后我给你发微信的话，你记得回一下，这是最基本的礼貌。你从来一个字儿没回复过。咱们有互相照应，因为你下船之后我找不着你，我也会很着急。人集合了，比如说1点半集合，人出来之后我也会很着急，你来不出来啊，对不对？
这是我自由，就跟你没关系吧？
是不对的。你要自己玩，你怎么都我都无所谓。但是你说搁完船，我自己走了，不可能嘛？
OK 好，
对吧？你说是这意思吧？到时你是没事儿，有时候找我的责任。
If that's true, why would this poor guy be held responsible for my actions? He can't control what I do. Of all the cruises I've been on, my family would always just explore on our own. In fact, most passengers did this. So it was a very odd feeling to be pressured into a tour group like this. And luckily I ran into my friends again because we discovered something shocking.
Okay, for the next 4 weeks, old people, if you're over the age of 75, you get to be on this boat for free. You only have to pay the service fee and the port fees. So there are the people on this boat, 75 and older, only pay 500 RMB total to be in this boat for like 6 days.
7月份，高考完的学生只要学凭考证证也免费。
真的？毕业生吗？
对，没有毕业生，只有高考生。要不对美国人，对美国人。美国人更贵吗？美国人更贵，美国人拿着小本来推销你，卖你东西。哦，还有广告，不要表示。我搞不懂，我们买的钱广告上来购买费用高昂的书，我很喜欢一点的。
I have to read the translation. I don't know what they're saying.
一直在推销，我认为。没什么加息的感觉，他们只是把我们当成一个机会，赚钱的机会。就是我们吵架。
Hi Peter, how you doing, Peter Pie?
Then while trying to navigate our way to dinner, my friend pointed out something ridiculous about this boat. 这太过分了吧！你看，这是中文 ，This is the Chinese cruise， 是中文的游轮，中国的游轮，没有任何汉字是吧？活结也是英语，学会认识。Even I couldn't understand a lot of it, because if you look closer, this is Italian. So this boat only started sailing in China this year. Before this, it sailed around the Mediterranean through an Italian company called Costa Cruises. Many things have not been updated yet. I say yes, but I'm not even sure if this Chinese company plans to update things. Oh my god, then they just taped the name on top. That is hilarious. They couldn't print out. 他们懒的就是。不要看这儿，不要看这儿。
贴了个标。
我的天啊，我贴这个牌子，如果让我找，我都找不到这个。对。We found our way to dinner and it was the same old story. But this time we had some extra company.
So it looks like this cheap Chinese cruise, they try to sell you a bunch of stuff the whole time. It's not, I've never seen a cruise like this, but it's the worst Chinese cruise. I'll type in the best one after this one. Ryan, honey. Class is running. And the chicken is cooking, but it's take a long time to cook that damn chicken. Yeah, probably. Cruise director said yes. Ryan, when class is running, I want you to come into class on time every time, unlike Gertie.
Oh my god,
没有骗你啊。
5 a.m. breakfast？ 这是暑假放假的时间，干嘛5点？说还有4点半就醒来了。对我们来说够了。This is insane. With bad news about breakfast tomorrow morning, we were hoping this next activity would cheer us up.
Alright, now we are watching a beauty contest. That's coming up next.
And while waiting for the beauty contest to start, they pulled me and my friend on stage, thinking we were going to be judges.
Oh, where are we going?
哎，穿什么衣服啊？
穿这个，
我操！
你学一下。
好，这样，给我免费一张脱衣服的那个免费一张。
奖品很多的，你期待一下。
让人过这里应该送一个礼物。Making sure I was going to get compensated for this, I decided to play along. But then they tried to get me to wear a wig, and that was my bottom line. No. It's close. No. 这是我的底线。But they would not give up. No. And then it was my time to go out.
Has anyone actually made it to level 4 before? If you're slightly congested, use level 1.
And for some reason, I still thought they had us seated here to be a panel of judges, and women would soon walk out. But then I slowly realized this was a complete scam.
Oh no, guys, I got straps to this. Guys, I did not know.
to make sure I would get the reward I was guaranteed. Plus,
Oh my
the
God.
builders.
Run, honey. Class is running and the chicken is cooking, honey. Slow and low so I don't burn it.
To the end, but the crowd did not choose me as the winner.
Slow and low, Ryan. The chicken is cooking, Ryan.
And the grand reward we were promised, only this
Ryan, the chicken is cooking. You're required to be in class, Ryan, honey.
So this beauty contest was a complete scam. Luckily, I got back to the boat because I went to the casino and played one-handed blackjack. Got myself $100 RMB. So here's the question，就是很重要的问题，我应该把这个100块在这场上花吗？还是存放？对，不应该买什么宵夜是吧？要留在韩国。对 ，OK， 明天要送给韩国。So I'm staying true to my challenge, and I actually stole 100 RMB from them. We finished off day 2 by watching the evening show. That was actually pretty good. Then we had to collect our passports for Korea tomorrow, and they couldn't help but laugh at all my passport photos. 可以在那也拍照吗？可以，有点好笑。
为什么你们要呲牙笑啊？是你故意的还是故意的？
在我们中国这个是不
让的。啊，你头发是染的。
啊，你看我眉毛啊。但是我眉毛呢？
啊，对，你的瞳孔也是黑的是吗？
所以你觉得我这个跳头发跟这个黑色头发更好看？
跳得很帅，
是吧？
黑的太老实了。
如果在评论区有人说我这个漂头发不好看，那就两个人觉得我很帅。And finally, we played a board game that was basically the Chinese version of Monopoly, but we couldn't stay up too late because the next day.
You guys know what time it is? It is 5:25 a.m.
To have breakfast at 5 a.m.
And we're about to go to Korea.
I have no idea why the cruise line is stopping in Jeju this early, but while filming this time-lapse, I ate some breakfast, and it actually wasn't that bad today.
This is familiar. I need a waffle. They don't have butter, no jam, or any syrup. But guys, what kind of bacon is this? Just from that one's a bacon, you know?
Hey, thank you.
That's originally asked if they had any syrup for the waffles, and they're like, no, but we do have blueberry jam. And then when I went to go find the jam, they're like, no, we don't have any jam. But then I sat down and they brought me some blueberry jam. They do have something. Yeah.
Because of my limited spending power, I decided to go with the tour group.
帅哥，我来了。你们放心。36号。
This was the first time I've ever been with a tour group before in my life, and believe me, it will be the last.
This tour that I was included in very well fun.
I'm sure you all have seen these Chinese tour groups abroad before. Well, now's your chance to see how they operate from the inside. After being held in the theater for about half an hour, we could all finally get off the boat.
Alright, and I'm in Korea.
Yeah, but this is the worst rated Chinese cruise, not the best. He lives in China. He's American, he speaks fluent Chinese. He's on the worst rated. I'm going to look up the best rated because it's not going to be like this.
And on our way onto the bus, we
You ready? Class is running, honey. Don't be late.
It's been so long since I've seen a protest, I just couldn't help but laugh.
Sometimes I forget what it's like being outside of China. You have protesters. You never see this in China.
Once on the bus, we could head to our first stop, which was basically just a gift shop, and the weather was terrible, so...
How much? I don't know.
这个多少？是吗？它的这个是手动，不是自动。对。
没事没事。
Wait, what? This lady wasn't Korean?
That's why I don't do tours. They just take you to stupid spots and like force you to buy stuff and make you do stuff you don't want to do.
Don't get me wrong, I love all you Chinese people, but I'm in Korea to interact with Koreans. More on this later.
Iconic.
Then back on the bus while heading
But
to
I
the
do
next stop,
find it's a good video, but I wouldn't go on the worst rated Chinese cruise, and I'd go on the best. This is, he said the worst rated.
City Center, but they only gave us like an hour or two to explore, so there was one thing I made sure I did.
Ron, when class is running, you're required to come into class on time.
To make the boat more tolerable. But because we were so rushed, we could only grab to-go food to eat on the bus. And now I know why they rushed us, to make time for the mega, duty-free shop.
Your iPhone 17 needs a mouse. And here's why. people get the new iPhone, they normally go straight to Amazon, scroll, click, and buy the cheapest case that looks alright. It's cheap, it fits, job done. But then, corners split, buttons fail, phones break, and you wish you'd done something different. That's where Mouse is different. We've spent
got a
10
food
years
pantry
and
around
millions of dollars perfecting our cases.
8:39.
Work 24
I
hours a
got
day
9.
and build a world-class team. Mouse. Live without limits.
Let me see what we got. I gotta go to the bathroom. Ran out of toilet paper.
This tore the food in. It was very cool. This is 泰国风，是吧？泰国粉，泰国粉。中国货，脱洋货还在这里卖了。Then they took us back to the boat, and it was so painful seeing this Nova vessel next to our old beater. This cruise line is another Chinese company called Aida, but it's supposed to be a huge upgrade from our current one. This is actually China's first domestically produced boat, and it's only 2 years old. Leave a comment down below if you want to test that boat out. Okay, we are back in the boat from Korea. We got water. So yes, we no longer have to go to the 5th floor bar to get water. We put this water in our fridge right in this room. But I am exhausted from waking up at 5 a.m. It's been non-stop walking and kind of all this stuff. So I'm going to take a nap. Okay, nap to be had. I had some crazy dreams right just then. The more tired you are, the more vivid dreams you have, at least for me. So if I have a really crazy, vivid, realistic dreams, it means I am sleep deprived. Okay, it is 5:40 p.m. I don't know what's good with dinner or whatnot. I haven't been in touch with anybody. Just took a nap, so I'm gonna head up and try to eat some food. Huh? Shoot, did we sleep through dinner? It's only 5:45. It couldn't have ended this early. Don't tell me it came too late. It's only 5:40. Hey, what time does dinner close? Dinner? What time does it close? Do you know? 7. 6. Oh, okay, so I only got 15 minutes. Okay, thank you. Oh, so dinner cuts off at 6 p.m. Good thing I woke up in time. Alright, I mean, this is so clearly predatory to get us to spend money on food later. We're all exhausted from Korea and they cut off food at 6 p.m. Come on now. But that's no problem. We still have that challenge going on, and I am a stubborn guy. 你们目前为止买过什么喝的吃的吗？还是没有？没有。人远。We are running so home. In terms of the food selection for tonight, below average but not brutal. Black pepper fried Italian pasta. Something rather international. Though it does not look the best, if I'm being real. No meat or anything. It just seems like oily pasta. So here we have some Chinese staples that I can't really critique on because I'm not Chinese. I don't really eat that. This is terrible. Will not be touching any of that. Oh, this looks so Cantonese sweet and sour pork. Alright, I will definitely be getting that. And because dinner ended so early, it didn't take long for us to break into the Korean food that we just bought. But we had to find a microwave to heat it up, and considering this boat's track record, I wasn't that confident. 可以帮忙有微波炉吗？这是我们早上买的一些。
要加热一下。
好
的，稍等一下，我问一下。
修理 please。刚才说一个老外来加热东西。太麻烦了，对，都是老外型。
稍等一下，对。
哎，谢谢。And while waiting for our food to heat up, we took a closer look at the food available for purchase.
3个包子是38港币，是不是有点贵呢？
生意的话就是
这么少？我的妈呀！行，哎，谢谢，麻烦了。Then to finish off a long day, we enjoyed some of my rum, and we made sure to stop at the infamous Floor 5 bar with our own cups, so we could get some free ice for our drinks. And shout out to Luther if you're watching. Really good singer. We love listening to music. Thanks for creating a great atmosphere.
I've reviewed tech for over 15 years, and
I want
this
to say
is the smartest wallet I've ever used.
5-star
So
Chinese
still look like
cruise.
big overstock.
This is like the worst rated one. So let's see. Ryan, when class is running, I want you to come in class on time, every time. You need to be paying attention to the professor. Unlike Gertie, he doesn't even come to class anymore. I can have coffee, but there's no cream in it, no sugar, because I can't eat till 11. The torture diet. You know, I don't know what to say about the chicken. I have the rest of the chicken marinating in an Aldi pan with a lid. I put Greek dressing and hot sauce on it and some secret gourmet spices. And I'm having my 1 cup of coffee because I'm tired, but I don't think it's good since I have panic attacks with high blood pressure and feel like I'm gonna pass out. I have more than 1 cup of coffee a day. And I'm approaching it. Well, I mean, if you have coffee in the early morning and you don't drink it the rest of the day, but I'd like to have a coffee after lunch. And I'd like to have, I'm about to fall asleep, so I'd like to have a 2nd cup of coffee, but I think it causes anxiety attacks, and, well, quite frankly, I don't enjoy anxiety attacks. Fuck. And I'll be going to the food pantry around 8:30 or 9. But I have to walk there with my backpack and walk. I will not be filming it because I don't think it's appropriate, and also it makes me feel odd. I will not be doing that. And most of the stuff I have to give away because I can't carry 60 pounds. So I got an ingrown toenail and bad knees. So I usually give away 75% of everything. And I just take the stuff like the protein, maybe onions, potatoes, candy. Sometimes they give you candy or chocolate. I'll take that. The rest I just leave in the yard, their front yard, and leave it. Ryan, honey. Run, class is running, honey. If I could go to a gym, I'm sure, and I had a personal trainer, I'm sure it would look much better than I do now. I look like hell. I do walk, when I'm not eating, I do walk in where I live, my house. But I don't look very good. My stomach is fat. But I'm trying to do these squats and everything and make it better.
Check this out. See, look. Alright. Hyundai Ioniq. I pick my ear, okay? Hyundai Ioniq. Here's my make.
that you have been really good sailors during the night, as we have been. You us, I don't think Chinese, we are still very proud of being a part of China's first cruise ship. Thank you very much for listening to me. I wish you a wonderful cruise.
Now this is a 5-star Chinese cruise, and the other one was the cheapest one. So this one is like more comparable to what you might see in an American one, or Netherlands, or Italian, or some southernmost city in South Korea. Jeju. Yeah, I would go on this cruise. I may not go on that first one. Korean barbecue is really wonderful. I love it. If I had money, I would do a YouTube video on a Korean barbecue. And I'd film it. And I'd probably be live. I just wouldn't tell people which Korean barbecue I was at in Houston for safety concerns. I kind of don't want to do that. Korean barbecue. You could do it, but I gotta put on my shoes because I gotta walk to the food pantry. Get food. Yeah, pretty much. But I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna get there at 8:30 in the morning. I'm gonna get there after 8:30. Because they're not going to turn people on. Around 9 o'clock I will. Putting on my tennis shoes though, because I don't think the other one is safe to walk around. Yeah, this Chinese cruise is really too legit to quit. What real different than that other guy.
Meeting notes went from this to this after I started using Granola. All day and trying to take notes during calls and remembering to follow up on everything after really slowed me down. That's why I switched to Granola.
How are you doing?
What I do with Granola is jot down notes on the important things during the call. And after the call, it turns into a full recap. It's nice and clean, and I can send it right off. And the best part is, it never joins the call like a traditional meeting bot.
That's nice. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. It's going. Getting ready to go to the food pantry. I'm getting ready to go to the food pantry to get some food.
You said you're in Texas?
Yes.
Never been there.
You need to quit. You need to quit smoking. Goodbye. I don't want to have a chat with somebody that's smoking on the camera. If somebody's smoking, they need to do it off the camera, and we don't need to see the smoke. Because I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, and I don't want to see it. I'm not tempted by drugs, but I don't want to see the smoke. Because I find it's kind of like gross. You know what I mean? Like, that turns me, smoking and doing drugs. I mean, realistically on Bigo, if you smoke, you need to turn your camera up, smoke, Finish your smoking, and then put your camera back on your face. I don't want to see that. I'm not interested in smoking or drug use. I think it's gross. Okay? That's me, and that's my right. I don't even know who that was anyway. It doesn't even have anything to do with me being on Vigo right now. It just has something to do with my personal principles that don't do, like I drink my water in a coffee cup, but it's water. Even if it wasn't water, I'm not going to tell people it's not water. Let's say I put wine, I don't have any wine anyway, but you get the point. You don't need to be smoking and doing drugs on live video. It's inappropriate. Because there are kids that, download an app, you know what I mean? That I don't want to see it myself. It's gross. And besides, smoking and drug use, all that smells gross anyway. I don't want anything to do with it. Ryan, class is running. When class is running, I'm going to see on-time behavior. On time, every time. Ryan, honey. So around 8:30, I'll go to the food pantry, I suppose. And then I'll, with my backpack, and no, I'm not filming it. I'll take my cell phone with me, just emergency, but, hopefully I don't have a damn emergency. That's hot sauce, pepper. And I put Greek dressing on it. And the other part of it is, I put a little more Greek. I need to be eating my salad. See? Just takes long. Yeah, if I learn Chinese, I'm going to be making bukus of money on Bigo. But I don't speak Chinese at all. So. Yeah, this is a much better cruise than that one. Nights of room. Okay, I already watched it. Somehow it got rewinded. Let me see if I can get it.
Imagine being able to build anything.
Ryan, honey, when class is running, that on-time performance, Ryan. Oh, he's got cookies and fruit. Yeah, see, that other guy did a review of a 1-star Chinese cruise ship. This is a 5-star one that looks very nice. But I do have to read the subtitles because I don't speak Chinese. Ryan, class is running. And you at least need to push the thumbs up, Ryan, if you're going to be late. I'm guessing that Ryan's on here. I could learn how to speak Chinese, but I think it probably takes about 4 years probably to learn it fluently. But I could learn how to speak Chinese. I used to live in Chinatown. I was late the other morning. But I will say that the Chinese people in Houston that maybe don't speak very good English, they were very nice to me. Very nice. And I didn't have any problems. Ryan, when class is running, I want you to be on time every time. I put a little bit more hot sauce on the top of that chicken to let it cook. Yeah, that's a 5-star cruise. Chinese. So they do have 5-star cruises in China. The other guy was an American who lives in China and learned Chinese. This one doesn't have any subtitles, so I don't know what they're saying. I'm only watching the video. Okay, now that a little bit of subtitle. Footprint analysis. What that means. Foot bath. For what? First full day on the cruise be a sea day the next day. I've never been. I would love to go on a cruise ship. When I make money with my YouTube channel again, or I never made money with YouTube, but I gotta continue to do it all day, every day. Although I went live around 6:30 a.m. and I'll be live the whole day except for when I'm at the food pantry, which I will not be live. Because I don't feel it's appropriate. And I believe I have to have Wi-Fi to go live on YouTube. Until I reach 1,000 subscribers. Now, if I had money, to be very honest, I would buy the subscribers to get me up to 1,000, and then I could get monetized. But I don't have money to do that. So, since I don't have money to do it, I ain't gonna do it. I did that on TikTok so I could go live, but I don't like TikTok. They're too strict. They're ridiculous strict. You know, if I'm doing my walking in my house where I live, back and forth, they don't like it because I'm not in front of the camera, sitting there engaging with the chat. And then I get like a ID check or don't consume substances. What substances? I don't do any substances. Or ID check or maturity check, and then they'll do another thing where it says, your live cannot be on the main page of TikTok for 1 month. For no reason. Just because I'm not sitting in front of the damn camera. Stupid. That's why I like... Now, realistically, I can get a stream key. I can get a stream key for Facebook page and YouTube, and I could do all this at the same time and look at my computer for the comments. I just haven't... I don't know if I want... I mean, it doesn't matter one way or another way. But I do not have a stream key for Bigo, and I don't have a tablet stand. My selfie stick broke. This is the alternate one. Gotta be careful with it. The other one broke yesterday. Oh, it's broken. Yeah. There we go. Tried to. Well, today is Friday. Oh my God.
finally moved from California to Texas. It was the best decision we ever made. Except for one thing.
And the
And I'll get to
chicken's
that part in a
starting to
second.
smell good.
Yeah. But let me back up. We left.
This is the Roulette Master, and I received an incredible email last night from a guy named Steve. He has a new roulette system called Complete Roulette. I tried it out, and it is so good. I'm going to be taking it to Topeka this week to play with, and I cannot wait to share with you how wonderful this is. This is called Complete Roulette. We're going to put it in a head-to-head matchup today with one of my favorite systems, Alan's Moving Corners. We're going to start with that first, and let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. So we're going to start with 3 corners with Alan's Moving Corners. And,
I don't want to hear about this moving corner bullshit. I want to go to the other
and we're
one.
off and running. You don't want to miss any of this today. First 12 goes up a unit, second up a unit, 1 to 18 up 2, red up 2, odd is up a unit. Please go with first 12 is because 12 up a unit, 1 to, let's spin. And here we go. And there's a reason I always choose
Right.
on systems like this, always choose first 12. So let's go ahead and let's see here. First 12.
You think that chicken's starting to cook, honey?
Up a unit, 1 to 18 up 2 units, and red lock up 2 units, odd, leave it alone. Okay, we're up 100. Let's spin 110 total back. We'll talk about that here in a second.
Birdie.
Okay, that's a 29 block.
Birdie's like a guard dog.
And that's a $90 loss. So Steve said you can move these around wherever you want to. But again, we'll talk about that here after we place these bets. First 12 up a unit, second 12 up a unit, 1 to 18 up 2 units, red up 2 units, odd stays the same at 170 total bet here. And let's spin. That's a 25 red.
I gotta go to the food pantry
And
in
that's a $50 loss there. Let's see what happens.
30 minutes.
First 12 goes up a unit, second 12
And
up
no, I'm not filming it.
18 up 2 units, and then time to spend.
It's not appropriate.
We're at minus 40, and again, some of these can be really struggling, and you still can reset if you win some of the other bets. So that's really
Not appropriate.
170 win.
And I can't even bring that much stuff back because I got knee problems and an ingrown toenail is bad. It hurts when I walk. And the elevator is temporarily broken. So I gotta be able to haul it all the way up. And I'm not being ungrateful that I have a place to live. I'm just saying it's logistically a problem.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Shit.
5 profit right now. And let's on the 18, 1, red goes up 2 units, odd goes up 2 units. 170 total bet, and let's spend. Okay, that's an 18 red.
And we got somebody
$1 win there. We're up to 1.
new on the broadcast. I can't read your name. I need glasses. Sorry.
18.
But welcome in.
Red stays the same. Odd goes up 2 units.
But yeah, I'm just gonna, when I go to the food pantry, I'm just gonna go and
Ooh,
get
if
my
it doesn't
backpack,
do it, that's the worst they can do.
put whatever I can
Anytime
put
that
in it,
happens, you can see that now we're not in profit.
and the
for
rest
a while.
is
Then obviously
not
all
coming
the
with me.
numbers go up by a unit, and all the outside bets.
Most people,
Oh, there we go. And now we're at 2.
most people go in the food pantry line, in the car line, it stretches for 2 miles or 1 mile. And they just pop the trunk and they drive in and they get a bunch of stuff. You get a lot of stuff if you have a cart or you have a car with a trunk. But if you're just walking in and you got a backpack and some Aldi bags, I'm not gonna hurt my knees anymore. They're already hurting. So I'm gonna leave most of the stuff like the canned goods, beans and rice. All that's gonna be left. And then I'll just take the stuff I want as if I'm shopping in a grocery store, but it's not a grocery store. That's basically it. I'm not gonna,
Oh, so much for the group project.
It's over. Project went here super fast. Guns out.
Oh, that's a processing power on 1 charge. Oh. Looks like Terry's no longer in the group. Terry, you good, bud? Need a hug or?
Start strong with an Intel Core ultra-powered laptop at Best Buy.
9 black. That's a $100 loss there. We're at minus 150. So first 12 goes up a unit.
What
Second up
happened
a
to all
unit,
that?
1 to 18 up 2 units. Red up 2 units.
I like how simple it is to figure out what the bets are. I mean, if they lose on the outside, they go up 2. If they lose on the dozens, they go up 1. Real simple. 31 black. That's a 160 loss. So
I don't even pay attention to the roulette.
first 12 goes up a unit, second up a unit, 1 to 18 up 2, red up 2, odd stays the same. We're at $400 total bet, and let's hope we get a big win here soon. That's a 9 red. That's a $360 win. We're back up $60, but we are not in session profit. Okay, so that means second 12 goes up a unit. 1 to 18 stays the same, red stays the same, odd stays the same, and let's spin. So here we go.
I don't like this one.
Let's see what we get on this one.
A lot of these roulette strategies are good. Usually what I do when I see a roulette strategy, I have it free. It's not for money. I just play, it's like a video game. I just test it and I modify it. World's most adventurous luxury cruise ship. Yeah, I'd rather go on a nice cruise ship than a shitty one. Ryan, honey, class is running and chicken's cooking. Ryan.
Not even her crew knows what will happen next. On this journey, she'll travel back in time, off the beaten track, to destinations where prehistoric creatures roam. Le Soleil sets sail for unfamiliar waters, where other cruise ships rarely venture. Le Soleil is a brand new ship designed to explore secluded, out-of-the-way destinations. Remote waters are her playground. She can carry up to 264 passengers. Every one of them expects a personal experience. And they pay for it, up to $10,000 each. With that kind of price tag, the wow factors better add up. Boasting first-class dining, elegant staterooms, and superb facilities, Le Soleil is a floating chateau. She is French, after all. At 11,000 gross tons, Le Soleil is a compact cruiser.
Ryan, honey, the chicken is cooking. Slow and low.
She negotiates tight channels and remote coves.
Okay. Now the other chicken's marinating in the refrigerator in the generator.
Guests can make it ashore at even daunting locations.
So I got about.
And according to her captain, Le Soleil collects
Got about 15 more minutes. So I'll try to. I will be offline while I am taking care of going to a food pantry because I don't feel it. First of all, I can't go live on YouTube without Wi-Fi. I don't have enough subscribers. And secondly, I probably would not do that because it's, you know, we're having hardship. They don't want to be filmed. I can film in a grocery store without people knowing that I'm filming because I know how to do it. I've done it for 15 years. But a food pantry, I don't feel it's appropriate, and you don't even get to go in and select what you want anyway. You used to could. When I first moved over here 4 months ago, you could go in and get, you know, it was like a grocery store that would say, they were real nice, they even had samples. They really made it feel like you were shopping in a grocery store versus you're in a food pantry. But they had a water damage.
Returning south, she'll make 2 stops.
And I don't know.
She'll visit Komodo Island and its famous dragons. Then continue west to the volcanic Isle of Java before returning to Bali. It's a voyage of firsts. Le Soleil has never before traveled these waters. And all
yeah.
port will present a new test of the captain's skills.
When I go to the food pantry, I usually just talk to people on the line. I do need butter or oil. I'm running real low. My Japanese oil, I'm running out.
It's raining, and that makes
I'm running low on oil and butter. I ran out of butter.
Goodwood's most awarded V6 engine for the last 30 years. And enough power to bring all your toys. Nissan, Consumer Guide's most awarded brand.
Getting ready to go. So I'm gonna go offline for now, and I'll be back later when all